Tigers and the Mill River Minutemen. Looking at the starting lineups, the Tigers are the visiting team for the purpose of this one tonight, even though the two teams are meeting on a neutral floor. For Middlebury of Coach Rob Alberts, again 2-2 on the year. Starting in the backcourt at guard, Steve Stillings, a 6-foot senior, along with Seth Jensen, a 5'8 senior. Starting up front, Chris Turner, a 6'3 junior, Matt Daly, a 6'2 sophomore, and DJ Sims, a 6-foot junior. So it's Stillings and Jensen in the backcourt, Turner, Daly, and Sims starting up front. For the Mill River Minutemen of Coach Jay Wilson, 2-1 on the year. Jeff Hahn starting in the backcourt, 5'8 senior, along with Stephen Stasic, a 5'11 senior. Starting up front, Joe Peterson, a 6'3 junior. Josh Schursing, a 6'3 junior. And DJ Loomis, a 6'1 senior. So it's Hahn and Stasic in the backcourt for the Minutemen. Up front, Peterson, Schursing, and Loomis. Don Corey is one of the officials for Game 1. I'm not sure who the other official is. I know you were here last night, at least for most of the second game, where Rutland blew out Middlebury. Was in the first game, MSJ defeated Mill River. I know you saw part of that game, so it could be an interesting matchup here. The consolation game, the winner will get third place in the tournament.
Thank you, Jack. Good evening, everybody. You're right, Jack. It should be an interesting game here in the consolation game. I'll tell you, as far as Middlebury goes, I did watch that whole game against Rutland. Rutland eventually, with their depth factor, blew them out by 25, 28 points. But I thought the big difference was, as I said...
The game will have for you as well. It'll follow this consolation game. It'll be MSJ against Rutland. The Raiders are 4-0 on the year. The Mounties are 4-2 on the year. I'm sure the crowd will pick up nicely. There are some folks here at the Keep Gym, but by the time the title game rolls around, I'm sure the crowd will pick up very nicely.
There was a big crowd here last night, Jack. I think the gym was just about three-quarters full, so you should see a big crowd here again tonight. You know, getting to the tradition of both these schools here at Middlebury and Mill River, it's good basketball tradition. As we know, Jay Wilson, who's won a couple of state championships with his Minutemen here at Mill River, so we know all about them. Middlebury here 5-6 years ago, if you recall, went undefeated and won the state championship. Maybe it was about 7 years ago with Joe Calavita and Rolly White's team there. They did a great job, so, it isn't as though there isn't any tradition here, because it should be a pretty good game. Was the pressure all over the floor. He likes to play 94 feet, and I'm sure this is what he's going to come out with. Didn't get a chance to talk to him a little bit earlier, but I'm pretty sure that's what he'll come out with against Middlebury.
Jeff Hahn, Stephen Stasic, Joe Peterson, Josh Schursing, and DJ Loomis. For the Minutemen, Steve Stillings, Seth Jensen, Chris Turner, Matt Daly, and PJ Sims. For the Middlebury Tigers, Mill River will be going left to right here in the first half. Middlebury will be going right to left as Joe Peterson, 6'3 junior, will be jumping center with Chris Turner, a 6'3 junior. Winner is the third place team. Title game to follow, MSJ and Rutland. And the tap is controlled finally by the Middlebury Tigers as they have it in the forward court. With it is Seth Jensen. On the left sideline, it goes to P.J. Sims now. Mill River putting up the man-to-man. Into the key, it goes to Daly. On the right now, it goes to Jensen. Jensen covered there by Hahn. Back to Stillings, left side of the circle. Is 15-footers good.
Good ball movement by Middlebury. Hit the open man.
Middlebury is on top by a score of 2-0. Stasic with it to Hahn. Both teams in the man-to-man early on the bounce. Left wing. It goes to DJ Loomis. Loomis sends it out to Peterson in the key. On the right wing, it goes to Hahn. Hahn looking inside. Back out front to Stasic now. Top of the circle. Stasic on the right goes to Hahn. Down low he wanted to go, and it goes to right by Josh Schursing and out of bounds. Turnover there. And Middlebury will control in the backcourt. Middlebury with the lead. 2-0 early going here in the consolation game. Both teams in the man-to-man as Hahn picks up Seth Jensen as he dribbles into the forward court. Wanted to go to the right sideline area to Stillings, and the ball kicked out of bounds by Hahn, and Middlebury will try again from the right sideline in the forward court. And he's set to put the ball into play for the Tigers. P.J. Sims gets it into play now to Stillings. Stillings hands it off to Jensen out near midcourt. Back to Stillings near the right sideline. Stillings picked up by Loomis off the man-to-man. Throws it left sideline now for P.J. Sims. Picked up by Stasic. Sims to the baseline. Back out now to Jensen. Jensen dribbles left to right, picked up by Hahn. Has it halfway between the circles. To the left sideline to Sims now. Sims wanted to go to Stillings. Ball knocked away and picked off by Hahn. Ahead now to Spacek. Spacek drive. Right baseline short jumper deflected. Scramble for the basketball. And we're going to whistle at a foul. Going against, I believe, for Mill River. It is on Mill River's Joe Peterson. That's his first. And that is the first on the team. 2-0 Middlebury, 6:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Slowly up court, Seth Jensen, a 5'8 senior for the Tigers, picked up by Hahn as he dribbles into the forecourt. On the bounce to Sims, left sideline, picked up by Spacek off the man-to-man. Sims sends it to the key now to Daly. On the right, back to Jensen, right wing, again picked up by Hahn. Jensen dribbles to the lane, pulls up. Sends it back out to Stillings now. Dribbles to the left baseline. A 12-footer. No good short. Rebound 5-4. Back up. No good by Middlebury's Matt Healey. And as the Minutemen control the rebound, Loomis to Hahn. On the left side, it goes to Sure Thing now near the left sideline. Back out to Loomis to Hahn halfway between the circles. Hahn picked up by Jensen off the man-to-man. Dribbles to the left now. On the bounce left sideline to Loomis. Loomis looks around, still looking. Dribbles once and sends it out now to Joe Peterson. Way out front on the right to Hahn. Hahn on the bounce down low. The turnaround is good from Josh Sure Thing.
Nice save by Sure Thing. Good ball movement once again.
Josh Sure Thing ties it up for the Minutemen. It's 2-2. 5:38 remaining first quarter. As the Tigers still have it in the backcourt. It's a 10-second violation against Middlebury. Nice defense put up by Stephen Spacek. And actually, it was just Spacek 1 against 2. And Middlebury didn't get the ball into the forecourt in 10 seconds, so the Minutemen control. And with it is Jeff Hahn going to work on Seth Jensen. Hahn into the forecourt. Dribbles to the right and stops. Still looking, shut off there. Wanted to go out to Spacek, ball knocked away, and Hahn gets it back again. As Jensen almost picked it off. Back to Spacek now. Spacek on the left wing it goes to DJ Loomis. Now to Spacek, drives baseline, lays it up, and good, but it won't count. We're going to whistle before the shot. Going to foul against Middlebury's Steve Stillings. That's his first, and that is the first on the team. Hahn, Spacek, Peterson, Sure Thing, and Loomis. In there right now for the Minutemen as Hahn gets set to put the ball into play from the baseline. Looking around, gets it into Spacek near the right sideline. Picked up by Stillings. Now it goes on the right to Loomis. Loomis shut off out front and hands it off now to Hahn. Hahn again picked up by Jensen off the man-to-man. Has it near the right sideline. Dribbles down the sideline toward the baseline. Underneath the bucket. And the bounce pass on the left for the short jumper from Sure Thing. No good. And the rebound is controlled by Chris Turner of Middlebury. And with it now is Jensen. To Stillings near the right sideline. Stillings dribbles toward the middle. Sends it out to Daly at the free throw line. His shot is deflected. It's short. But we got a whistle and a foul against Mill River. The foul is on Josh Sure Thing. That's the first on Sure Thing. That's the second on the team. It is a shooting foul. And at the line for 2 shots is Matt Daly, a 6'2 sophomore for Middlebury. We're tied at 2 apiece, 4:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Matt Daly for the Middlebury Tigers looks and fires, and it's no good off the back of the rim. He'll get another.
Both teams showing good defense, man-to-man defense, Jack, so far in this game.
Stillings, Jensen, Turner, Daly, and Sims for Middlebury. Second shot by Daly is good. He gets 1 out of 2, and Middlebury takes a 3-2 lead as Middlebury sets up the full court pressure. On now to Loomis to Spacek. Spacek back to Hahn. He breaks the pressure as he gets into the forecourt. To Peterson down low, left baseline. His turnaround is no good, and the rebound is tapped out to Stillings of Middlebury. Roars into the forecourt left sideline. Out to Jensen now near the midcourt circle. Back to the left sideline to Sims. Sims controlling off the dribble against Spacek's man-to-man. Back now to Stillings, top of the circle. On the right, it goes to Jensen, again picked up by Hahn. Down low to Turner, into the lane. His short jumper is good. Check it, P.J. Sims on the bucket.
Good turnaround by Sims.
5-2, Middlebury with a 3-point lead here. 3:58 remaining first quarter, and we got a whistle and a foul against Middlebury's Seth Jensen. That's his first. That's the second on the team. Checking in the ball game for Mill River is Jeremy Nemeth, and sitting down is Joe Peterson. As Loomis Puts the ball into play to Spezek down the right sideline. Then to the lane he goes. Tried to go to Nemeth. The ball picked off, but a nice play by Healey. With it now is Jensen to Stillings. Left baseline short jumper, no good. Rebound up and good by P.J. Sims. So Sims came up with the offensive rebound for the bucket. It's 7-2 Middlebury. With the left side, sure thing. Sends it to Loomis, left sideline. DJ Loomis. Picked up by Sims. Dribbles to the left baseline. Tried to force the shot. The ball is blocked, and it comes out now to Jensen. Roars to the forecourt, all the way to the lane. Triple team. Short jumper, no good, and the rebound is controlled by the Minutemen. As Josh Surething goes to Hahn, ahead to Spacek. Into the forecourt. Spacek to the right baseline. Ducks underneath. Plays it up, no good. Rebound back up and good by Nemeth. Jeremy Nemeth, 6'1 senior, got the tap. 7-4, Middlebury by 3. Full court zone pressure by the Minutemen as Middlebury breaks it. With it is Jensen. On the left sideline, it goes to P.J. Sims now. Back out front to Jensen. Dribbles once, double team. Cross court, he goes to Steve Stillings. Now to Turner, right side of the lane. Short jumper in the lane, no good. Turner the rebound, back up. Around the rim, no good. Rebound 5-4. Goes to, finally to Daly, out to Sims. Short jumper, good.
All kept alive. All kept alive on the offensive boards, Jack. Paid off for Middlebury.
9-4, Middlebury by 5, 2:34 remaining here in the first quarter. Hahn with it halfway between the circles against the Middlebury man-to-man. Hahn dribbles to the right, pulls up. On the bounce out to Nemeth, right side of the circle. Out front now to Loomis, top of the circle. On the right to Hahn, near the right sideline. Hahn looking inside, picked up by Jensen off the man-to-man, stops the dribble and goes to Stephen Spacek. Between the right sideline and the lane. Spacek dribbles toward the right baseline, pulls up for the jumper. It's short, no good. Rebound is controlled by Stillings up to Seth Jensen. Jensen in the forecourt, down the middle, dribbles to the right sideline. Chased by Hahn off the man-to-man. Middlebury leads it, 9-4, 2 minutes left first quarter here in the consolation game. With it is Stillings, right sideline. Stillings looking inside, dribbles toward the lane, pulls it back out to Daly on the left to Jensen now, left wing. Jensen dribbles to the lane. On the right, he goes to Stillings. His 18-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound 5-4. We're going to whistle on a foul against Middlebury.
On 34, okay.
It is on Chris Turner. That's his first, and that's the third on Middlebury. On the 17th foul, the teams go to the line. As into the ball game for the Minutemen now, Scott Powell. And checking out of the game is DJ Loomis. So Powell is in there with Spacek, Hahn, Surething, and Nemeth. Powell is a 5'11 senior.
River's got to start looking inside a little bit, Jack. It's been open there.
From sideline, Powell with it, looking inside. Powell sends it on the bounce. Wanted to go to Nemeth, fell down. The ball picked off by Middlebury's Chris Turner. He drives and lays it in. He went coast to coast after picking up the loose basketball, and Chris Turner's got an opportunity for a three-point play. 6'3 junior. The bucket will count. It's 11-4. Middlebury by 7. A minute 25 remaining first quarter. And they call the foul on Jeremy Nemeth. That's his first, and that is the third on the team.
No Rivers being hurt with the turnovers, Jack. They've had 5 already.
Turner, an opportunity for a three-point play. His shot is no good off the rim. Rebound 5-4, and it is controlled by the Minutemen. Surething ahead to Hahn. Hahn down court now to Powell, left baseline. Back out to Hahn near the left sideline. Stops the dribble. He goes now to Surething. Dribbles to the right side of the circle. Josh Surething. Got his Spacek, right sideline. Spacek looking inside. Spacek dribbles toward the middle, into the lane, stops, spins around, forces the shot off the glass, no good. Spacek gets his own rebound, back up, no good. Rebound 5-4, still a scramble for the basketball. Finally coming down with it, Turner to Sims, and now with it is Jensen. 52 seconds left first quarter. Middlebury has the 11-4 lead, a 7-point Tiger lead. Left sideline, P.J. Sims with it for Middlebury. On the right, he goes to Stillings, dribbles right to left near the midcourt circle and stops. Underneath, he wanted to go to Jensen. The ball picked off, but a nice play by Jeremy Nemeth. And then Nemeth is caught for the double dribble. Turnover there. And Middlebury will control as checking out of the basketball game is Stillings. And into the game is Brent Smith. Brent Smith, the 6'1 junior, checks in for Middlebury. Jensen gets set to put the ball into play from the baseline. Gets it into Smith, who just checked in right sideline. Picked up by Hahn. Down low to Turner. Turnaround in the lane is good, but it won't count. He was traveling. So the Minutemen will control in the backcourt. 32 seconds remaining first quarter. Middlebury has the 7-point lead, 11-4. Full court pressure by the Tigers. On double team to head to Spacek. Spacek breaks the pressure to Sure Thing. Into the forecourt down the right sideline. Stops the dribble. Loses it. It goes to Hahn in the lane. Underneath to Nemeth, and Nemeth lays it in. Nice play.
Nice pass by Hahn.
11-6. Middlebury by 5. 14 seconds left first quarter. Spacek picks up Jensen in the backcourt, breaks the pressure down the middle. Wanted to go to Turner. The ball knocked out of bounds, and a nice play by Scott Powell. So with 8 seconds left here in the quarter, Middlebury will control from the baseline. Jensen gets set to put the ball into play for the Tigers. Looking around, still looking. Gets it into Smith, right sideline. Cross court now to Sims, left sideline. Back now to Jensen, left side of the circle. To the lane. Forces the running right-hander no good, but he was traveling anyway. With 1 second left, the Minutemen will have the ball in the backcourt. 11-6, Middlebury with a 5-point lead. With the Keith Gym, the consolation game of the Rutland Boys Holiday Basketball Tournament. Powell throws it all the way into the forecourt. Wanted to go to Sure Thing. The ball knocked away by Healey as time expires, ending the first quarter. We played one in the consolation game here at the Keith Gym in the Rutland Boys Basketball Holiday Tournament. After a quarter, our score, Middlebury 11, Mill River 6. We'll be back after this.
Consequently, Mill River 6.
Well, we have a Mill River player in there, number 32, Bill. We'll have to find that out. Checked in, not on our roster here.
32.
Mill River controls the beginning of the second quarter here. With it left wing is Hahn. Hahn picked up by Jensen. Now it goes to Loomis, who's back in. Has the ball knocked away in the lane. Goes back out to Hahn. Hahn on the bounce to the right side. It goes to Powell near the right sideline. Powell to Hahn now. Onto the right baseline. Wanted to go underneath the Nemeth. The ball knocked away. Hahn got it back again. Tried to save it. And the ball is up no good by our mystery man. We're going to whistle a foul against Middlebury.
Okay, that's something Mill River needs. They need a little bit of offensive boards there. And they got some right there. And they're at the foul line.
Seth Richards? Yeah, Seth Richards was fouled in the act of shooting. The foul is on P.J. Sims, his first. And the shot by Richards is no good. He'll get another. He was not on my original roster here.
No.
Seth Richards, who checked in for the Minutemen at the beginning of the second quarter. His second shot is good. Seth Richards gets 1 out of 2. It's 11-7 Middlebury. That foul before was on Sims, his first. And Middlebury has 4 team fouls. Middlebury controlling and laying it up no good. Was Daly on the rebound. It goes to Turner. His shot no good. Rebound back to Sims. Back up and good. P.J. Sims with his 6th point of the ball game. Kept the offensive board alive and got the offensive rebound for the bucket. It's 13-7 Middlebury. On with it to the left baseline. Controlling off the dribble. Down low to Richards. Shoots the ball over the cage, but tapping it up and in was Jeremy Nemeth. That's his second bucket that way.
He took them off the board.
13-9. It's a 4-point Middlebury lead now. With it is Sims. Sends it out to Smith. Now to Jensen, left side of the circle. Dribbles to the lane. Wanted to go to Daly. The ball knocked away. Scramble for the basketball. Still a scramble. And looking for it on the floor was Richards, and he was tied up finally by Sims, and we'll have a jump ball situation here. And Joe Peterson checks in for the Minutemen, and checking out is Jeremy Nemeth. You can call the basket in basketball the cage, just like you can in hockey, too.
Exactly.
They call them the cagers. That's the first time I've ever called a basket the cage, though. That shot before that came over the bucket and the tap in by Nemeth. As Peterson's in for Nemeth. Middlebury controlling it's their possession. 13-9 Middlebury, early going second quarter. We got a steal. A nice play by Powell. Powell drives to the lane, pulls up with a short jumper, and hits Scott Powell. Who made the steal and hit the jumper in the lane. It's 13-11 Middlebury as the Minutemen are coming back here. A 2-point Middlebury lead. With it in the lane is Daly. His short jumper is no good. Rebound of Joe Peterson, and we're going to foul against Middlebury, I believe, on Daly.
I think what's happening here right now is Mill River is really starting to intensify on defense. They're getting in double teams. They're switching.
The foul on Healey is his first. That's the 5th on the team, so the Minutemen have an opportunity to tie it here. Middlebury's led by as many as 7. They led at one point 11-4 in this game. They led 11-6 after a quarter. 13-11 Middlebury now. As Jensen picks up Hahn off the man-to-man as Hahn gets it into the forecourt. Dribbles to the key. On the bounce, right side, it goes to Powell. Powell looking inside. Back out to Richards now on the left wing to Hahn. Again picked up by Jensen. Hahn now goes to DJ Loomis in the key. Down low, wanted to go to Peterson by him and out of bounds. And Middlebury will control in the backcourt. Loomis, Richards, Hahn, Peterson, and Powell in there right now for the Minutemen. Jensen, Daly, Stillings, Turner, and Smith in there right now for the Middlebury Tigers. With it is Jensen to the left sideline to Brent Smith. He's picked up by Powell off the man-to-man. Wanted to go underneath to Daly. The ball picked off by Joe Peterson. Sends it out to Hahn. Hahn into the forward court down the left sideline. Again, the Minutemen can tie on this exchange. On the bounce down right wing, it goes to Scott Powell. Powell sends it out front to Richards. That's Richards on the left now to Hahn. Between the sideline and the middle, left side. On the bounce back out to DJ Loomis. Loomis back to Hahn on the left. Middlebury in the man-to-man. Bounce pass down low to Peterson. His turnaround is no good off the rim. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it goes off Middlebury. As DJ Sims, who got a breather at the end of the first quarter, checks back in for Middlebury. And is sitting down is Brent Smith. Hahn will put the ball into play for the Minutemen for the baseline. Hahn looks around on the bounce, wanted to go into Peterson. The ball picked off on a nice play by Turner. And with it now is Jensen as he drops it into the forecourt down the middle. On the right sideline, it goes to Stillings. Stillings holds the ball over his head. Now it goes to Sims to the left side of the lane now. Stops the dribble. Back to Stillings, right wing. Stillings dribbles to the lane. Throws up the wild right-hander. No good. We're going to whistle on a foul against the Minutemen here. It'll be a shooting foul. 34. And they call the foul on DJ Loomis. That's his first. That's the 4th on the team. And at the line will be Steve Stillings, a 6-foot senior for Middlebury, was in the act of shooting. 13-11, Middlebury with a 2-point lead. 4:44 remaining here in the first half. No, he was not in the act of shooting. Apparently, he was going to say before the shot. So it's a common foul, and Middlebury will control from the baseline. Jensen out to Stillings. On the right now to Turner, back to Stillings. Right side. On the bounce down low. He goes to Turner, and he muscles his way into the lane and hits the short jumper.
Turner uses his body very well on that shot.
15-11, Middlebury by 4. Loomis with it to the left baseline for the Minutemen. Down low, it goes to Peterson, lays it up, no good, and the rebound tapped out to Jensen, rolls to the forecourt. Jensen all the way to the lane, a short jumper, good off the glass. The Minutemen had cut the lead to 2, and now Middlebury is back up by 6, 17-11. 4:10 remaining here in the first half in the consolation game. On the bounce to Loomis, left sideline. Loomis holds the ball over his head out to Peterson, left side of the circle, now to Hahn. On the bounce down low to Richards. His turnaround is no good, right side of the lane. Rebound goes out of bounds, so and it goes off. Are they going to call a foul?
On 42. On Powell.
They are going to call it on Scott Powell, this first. And that is the 5th on Mill River. Is checking out is Seth Richards, and back into the ball game is Josh Sure-Thing. For the Tigers, checking out is Daly for Middlebury, and in the ball game is Travis Aldrich. Middlebury controls, and Middlebury has the 6-point lead, 17-11, 3:50 remaining first half. With it now is Turner, sends it out to Jensen, top of the circle. On the left is Sims now, left wing. Down low, wanted to go to Turner by him, and it's picked off by the Minutemen. It was picked off by Sure-Thing to Hahn, now to Powell, back out to Hahn on the bounce. Back down to Powell near the right sideline. Stops the dribble, looks inside. Sends it out to Sure-Thing at the free throw line, back out to Hahn. Hahn dribbles left to right, dribbles to the left now. Gets into the lane. On the bounce to Peterson, right side of the lane. His short jumper, short, no good. Rebound is back up, no good by Loomis over the bucket. Comes down now to Powell. Back out to Hahn, top of the circle, up for 3, and he hits. Jeff Hahn with a 3-pointer.
Mill River needed that. The 3-pointer at this juncture. It's a 3-point ball game right now.
17-14. Middlebury's lead has been shaved to 3. Into the forecourt, Jensen double team. Now with it left sideline is P.J. Sims. Cross court to Stilling. Right sideline. Stutter step to the right baseline to Jensen at the free throw line. Fires no good off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Sims. Back up left-handed. No good. And the rebound is controlled by Powell of Mill River. Powell dribbles out and sends it down to Hahn. 2:38 remaining here in the first half. 17-14. Middlebury by 3. As Daly gets set to check back in for Middlebury. Hahn wanted to go left sideline to Loomis by him and out of bounds.
The play has really been stepped up a little bit here, Jack. Both teams playing very aggressive.
Middlebury will control in the backcourt as Daly is in and Turner is out for the Middlebury Tigers. Spacek is back in for the Minutemen, and DJ Loomis gets a breather. 17-14, Middlebury by 3 here. 2:28 remaining here in the first half. Low-scoring ball game. Jensen on the left sideline goes to Sims, picked up by Powell off the man-to-man. Sims now sends it to the key to Daly. On the right it goes to Jensen. Back to Daly. In the lane now. Turns, sends it back out to Jensen. Jensen has it right wing, picked up by Hahn off the man-to-man. Dribbles to the right sideline. Dribbles toward the middle now. Across the key. On the bounce left wing to Daly. His 15-footer bang. That's Daly on the bucket. Middlebury leads it by 5, 19-14. On the bounce, Spacek to Peterson. Shut off in the lane. Scramble for the basketball. We got a whistle and a foul. It's on at Joe Peterson of the Minutemen. Second on Peterson. The 6th on the team is checking back into the ball game is Jeremy Nemeth for Mill River, and out is Joe Peterson.
I think a lot of the team's demise, Mill River's demise, is they put the ball on the floor too much.
Jensen gets it in the forecourt, right sideline to Stillings. Stillings underneath. He wanted to go as the pass came underneath to Aldridge. Dumped it over the bucket. First shot by Sims, no good, but Sims gets it back again and pumps it back up and in from the baseline. Aldridge threw it over the bucket. Sims with a couple of opportunities got the bucket. 21-14, a 7-point Middlebury lead, and Stephen Spacek is whistled down for an offensive foul as he took it to the bucket quickly. That puts Mill River over the limit, and that foul on Spacek is his first. There was an offensive foul, but Middlebury will be shooting on the next Mill River foul. And at 20 remaining here in the first half, 21-14, Middlebury with a 7-point lead. With it left sideline is P.J. Sims, double team. Sims stops the dribble, double team by Hahn, and also over there was Josh Scherthing. And they call a foul on Mill River. It's on Jeff Hahn. That's the first on Jeff. Team over the limit. Jensen will be at the line here. Let's see who'll be going to the line. It'll be P.J. Sims going to the line for a 1-1 for Middlebury. P.J. Sims, Matt Daly, Steve Stilling, Seth Jensen, and Travis Aldrich in there right now for Middlebury. Sims, a 6-foot junior, hits the first, he'll get another. 22-14. It's an 8-point Middlebury lead, their biggest lead now. They led by 7 in the first quarter. And a 12 remaining here in the first half with a consolation game at the Keefe Gym. Second shot by Sims is good. He gets 2 free throws, and Middlebury goes up by 9, 23-14. Hahn sends it to Spacek down the right sideline. Looks inside, back to Hahn. Now to Powell. Powell looks around, back to Spacek, left side of the lane, loses control. Stilling steals for Middlebury. Ahead now to Jensen in the forecourt down the middle. Jensen halfway between the circles, left sideline to Sims. 55 seconds left in the half. Middlebury leads it by 9. Daly with it now. Free throw line, fires and hits. That's Daly. 25-14, an 11-point Middlebury lead. Quickly to the forecourt. Sure thing, and he dumps it underneath for Nemeth, and Nemeth lays it in. Nice play.
Good play by Sure Thing. He looked for the open man and got him underneath.
25-16, Middlebury with a 9-point lead. 30 seconds remaining here in the half. Still in the backcourt. Stilling sends it in the forecourt to Daly as they break the pressure. Now to Jensen. Goes to the lane. Goes to Sims. Sims is traveling. Sims had it left side of the lane by the baseline and traveled as he tried to go into the lane. Turnover there, and the Minutemen control in the backcourt. Scott Powell, Jeff Hahn, Stephen Spacek, Jeremy Nemeth, and Josh Scherthing in there right now for the Minutemen as Hahn went coast to coast. His layup no good, and the rebound controlled by Jensen all the way into the forecourt for Middlebury. On the right sideline, he goes to Stilling. 8 seconds left in the half. Stilling goes to the baseline, drives, and lays it in. 27-16, Middlebury by 11. 1 second left. Hahn from midcourt is shot short as time expires. Ending the first half here in the consolation game at the Keith Gym of the Rutland Holiday Basketball Tournament. And at halftime, the score is Middlebury 27 and Mill River 16. We'll be back after this Stillings, Matt Daly, Chris Turner, and P.J. Sims, the alignment for Middlebury. It'll be the Minutemen with the basketball here. Again, going right to left in the second half. Middlebury left to right. The winner of this game, third place in the Boys Basketball Holiday Tournament here at the Keith Gym. We'll have the title game to follow as Hahn throws the ball away as he got into the forecourt. He wanted to go to Josh Shorething. Ball went by him and out of bounds. Turnover there off the bat, and Middlebury will control in the backcourt with Seth Jensen. Jensen, a 5'8 senior. Backcourt made of Steve Stillings, a 6-foot senior. Jensen against Hahn. Up top now, it goes to Turner in the key. On the right wing to Sims. Back to Turner. Lays it up. No good. We're going to whistle on a foul against Mill River. And it's on Jeff Hahn. That will be Jeff's second. And that is the first on the team.
Jeff Hahn in good help and defense right there, but he did get the body.
And it is a shooting foul, so Chris Turner will be at the line for 2 shots, 6'3" junior for the Middlebury Tigers. Early going, second half, 27-16. Middlebury with the 11-point lead. Turner's shot is no good. He'll get another. You're right, P.J. Sims, immense in the first half, not only leading the Tigers in scoring, but most of those points came off the offensive boards.
Yes, an outstanding job.
Second shot by Turner is no good off the back of the rim. Rebound 5-4, and finally with it is Loomis, and he goes to Jeff Hahn. Both teams, for the most part, have been in the man-to-man. Hahn to Spacek, and he grabs it at the right sideline. Back to Hahn. On the bounce, wanted to go inside, knocked away. It goes to Loomis. Left side of the lane, back out to Hahn. Top of the circle, picked up by Jensen. On the bounce, he wanted to go to Spacek. The ball knocked out of bounds by Jensen, and the Minutemen will control from the right sideline on the forecourt. P.J. Loomis, 6'1" senior, will put the ball into play for the Minutemen now. Gets it into play near midcourt to Jeff Hahn. Jeff Hahn dribbles behind the back to the left side of the lane. He stops, looks around as he's cut off, and he goes to Shorething between the left sideline and the lane. Stops the dribble now. And he wanted to go inside. The ball knocked away by Sims, picked off by Turner. With it now, Jensen for Middlebury. Jensen now to Sims, left baseline. 15-footer's good. 29-16, Middlebury up by 13 now. Early going third quarter. P.J. Sims has 12 points for the Tigers. Hahn into the forecourt, dribbles to the left and stops. Looks around, picked up by Jensen. Now to Loomis, left sideline. Loomis to the left baseline, double team there. Out to Shorething, dribbles left to right across the key. At the free throw line, he stops. On the right now to Hahn. Hahn dribbles across the lane toward the left sideline. Dribbles out toward midcourt. Stops the dribble, left sideline, back to Loomis now. Loomis dribbles toward the lane, holds it up for Shorething, left side of the lane, he stops. Shorething forces the jumper, no good off the glass, but he was fouled.
Good uptake by Shorething to come up with a shot. Unfortunately, he missed the shot, but he did get the foul. So
foul is on Sims. That's his second, and that is the first on the team. And Josh Shorething, a 6'3" junior, will be at the line here for 2 shots for the Minutemen. 29-16, Middlebury up by 13 with 6:21 left here in the third quarter. Shot is no good, and Josh will get another. Josh Shorething, Stephen Spacek, P.J. Loomis, Joe Peterson, and Jeff Hahn, the alignment for the Minutemen. Stillings, Jensen, Turner, Daly, and Sims for the Tigers. Second shot by Shorething is good. Josh Shorething, 1 out of 2, 29-17. Middlebury leads it by 12. Into the forecourt, Jensen picked up by Hahn off the man-to-man to the right sideline to Stillings. Stillings picked up by Loomis off the man-to-man. Stillings now to Sims in the key. Sims dribbles once, left side of the circle, back on the right wing now to Stillings. Stillings looking inside against Loomis. Stillings stutter steps to the lane, throws up the running right-hander and hits.
Nice move by Stillings.
31-17, Middlebury up by 14. With it is Spacek to the right baseline. Back out now to Hahn. Hahn to the left sideline to Loomis. Loomis looking inside. Loomis picked up off the man-to-man by Sims. Out to Peterson. Wanted to go to Hahn. By him out of bounds. And Middlebury will control in the backcourt.
The turnovers continue to hurt Mill River.
14-point Middlebury lead. They lead at 31-17. 5:38 left third quarter. Into the forecourt, Jensen. Hahn picks him up. Jensen dribbles down the middle and stops. Up top to Turner now. Dribbles across the key. On the right to Sims. Sims dribbles to the right side of the lane. Forces the short jumper and hits, but it won't count. We get a foul on Stefan Spacek before the shot. It'll be the second team foul on the Minutemen. That's the second foul on Spacek. And the Middlebury Tigers will control from the baseline. Is getting set to put the ball into play is Seth Jensen. Jensen looks around, loops it all the way out to Stillings, right side of the circle. Back to the right sideline to Jensen. He'll dribble back out front now. Has it halfway between the circles. On the bounce, left sideline, it goes to Sims. Cross court, right sideline to Stillings. Dribbles to the right baseline. Pulls up for the short jumper and drills it.
That young man has it on it. A nice touch, Jack. He goes right straight up with his jump shot.
33-17 at Middlebury. And taking the short jumper from the baseline is sure thing, and he hits. So he answers that one quickly. It's 33-19 Middlebury. Josh Shurthing on the short baseline jumper. Jensen with it halfway between the circles. Up top now to Daly at the free throw line. Now to Stillings, and Stillings is traveling. So the Minutemen will control in the backcourt.
I think Josh Shurthing is probably the best shooter on the team. They got to start getting the ball in his hands. He showed you why on that last jump shot he made.
Hahn picked up by Jensen. On the right wing, he goes to Stefan Spacek. Spacek sends it out front now to Shurthing. Now to Hahn on the bounce down low to Peterson. Left baseline. Turn around, in and out. No good. And the rebound is controlled by P.J. Sims of Middlebury. Goes to Jensen, and Jensen will trot it into the forecourt down the middle. Dribbles toward the right now. Stops the dribble. The right sideline, he goes to Stillings. Picked up by Loomis off the man-to-man. Stillings head fake. Dribbles toward the middle. Back out to Jensen, top of the circle. Jensen back on the right wing to Sims. Dribbles to the lane. Underneath he goes to Daly. Saves it at the baseline. Throws it back out left sideline to Jensen. As Jensen saves it at the left sideline. Jensen reverse dribble into the lane. Pulls up. Wanted to go underneath. Ball knocked away back to Jensen. Dribbles once in the lane. Slipped to the basketball. Picked off by Peterson. And we got a foul against Middlebury. Foul, I believe, on Sims. If it is, it's his third. And that is second team foul on Middlebury. 3 fouls on Sims. Middlebury wants a timeout. We got a timeout on the floor. 3:57 remaining third quarter. 33-19. Middlebury with the lead. We'll be back. Personal fouls right now. Getting a breather as Brent Smith is checked in for the Middlebury Tigers.
Let's see if Mill River can take advantage of this with their top scorers. Middlebury
in control with Hahn, left sideline. On the bounce now to Loomis, top of the circle. Right wing to Stefan Spacek. Stefan looks inside. Goes to Peterson, right baseline. Peterson dribbles down the baseline. Back out to Hahn. A short jumper, no good. Short. Rebound to Spacek. Drives baseline. Lays it up and in. Stefan Spacek with Sims out of there. Spacek picking up the offensive rebound for the bucket and canning the shot. 33-21. Middlebury by 12 now. Right sideline with it is Stillings for Middlebury. Stillings looks inside against Loomis. Now to Daly at the free throw line. Left wing, it goes to Jensen. On the bounce, wanted to go inside. Knocked away. Scramble for the basketball. Sure thing steals. All the way into the forecourt. Pulls up right side of the lane. Out to Hahn now near the right sideline. Hahn dribbles to the middle. On the left sideline, he goes to Loomis. Drives baseline. Lays it up and in. Couple of buckets here for the Minutemen as they try to crawl back. It's 33-23. Middlebury by 10.
Mill River is opening up, getting a lot of spacing there, and cashed in on that basket.
Scott Powell getting set to check in for the Minutemen here. With it is Turner on the bounce right side to Smith. Back down to Jensen. Down low to Turner, left side of the lane. His turnaround no good. We're going to whistle on a foul against Joe Peterson. It might be before the shot. We'll see here.
Is that 3 on Peterson?
Joe Peterson has 3 fouls now. That is the third team foul on the Minutemen. Is Powell, Scott Powell, 5'11 senior, checks in for Hahn. It was before the shot. Middlebury will control from the baseline. 33-23, Middlebury by 10. 2:42 left third quarter. Comes into Smith, cross court to Stillings, right sideline. Down low to Daly, right side of the lane. Turnaround no good. And the rebound is controlled by the Minutemen, Josh Shurthing. Up to Powell. Powell in the forecourt to Loomis. Loomis between the sideline and the middle. Down low to Peterson. Turnaround is blocked by Turner, and Turner comes down with a nice play by Chris Turner. Turner sends it ahead to Jensen now. Jensen will trot it into the forecourt down the middle. Picked up by Powell now off the man-to-man. Both teams in the man-to-man. Left wing, it goes to Smith. Picked up by Spacek on the bounce out front to Stillings, top of the circle. On the bounce, wanted to go inside to Turner. Turner runs it down right side of the lane. Forces the shot. No good. Rebound is Shurthing. Now to Powell on the bounce into the forecourt to Loomis. Loomis to the baseline. Scoops it up. No good. We're going to foul against Middlebury. DJ Loomis will be at the line for two. He was in the act of shooting.
That's 3 straight times that Mill River's come down and gone to the hoop. They're starting to take it strong to the hoop. That was a good move there. Picked up the ball.
Foul on Smith, his first, third on the team. DJ Loomis at the line for 2 shots for the Minutemen. Middlebury with a 10-point lead, 33-23. 2 minutes left, third quarter. As Jeremy Nemeth gets set to check in for the Minutemen. The shot around the rim and in. For DJ Loomis, he'll get another. Here's Jeremy Nemeth checking in now for the Minutemen for Joe Peterson.
Thank God for those dead rims down this end, right, Jack?
Is one side deader than the other?
I think so, yeah. Down this end. Down east end.
33-24. Middlebury with a 9-point lead. Second shot by Loomis is good. He gets them both. 33-25. Middlebury by 8.
Down in single digits.
Into the forecourt. Jensen now. On the left sideline, he goes to Smith. Down low to Turner. Left baseline. His turnaround is good. Big bucket for Turner. Stop the Mill River run here. 35-25. 10-point Middlebury lead. 1:40 left, third quarter. With it for the Minutemen, Scott Powell. Halfway between the circle. Stops the dribble. On the bounce, right side now to Spacek. Stops the dribble. Down low to Nemeth underneath the bucket. Now to Sure Thing into the lane. A short jumper. Around the rim and in. There's the dead rim.
Good play. Good ball movement. Got the ball in the middle to Sure Thing, and he put it up for the easy 2.
35-27. It's an 8-point Middlebury lead. With it, Stillings right sideline. Stillings out front to the free throw line to Jensen into the lane. Dumps it off to the left baseline. And the short jumper good for Matt Daly. 37-27. A 10-point Middlebury lead here. 1 minute left in the third quarter of the consolation game. Powell into the forecourt, right side. Out to Spacek, right side of the circle. Now it goes to DJ Loomis. Loomis now to Powell, and Powell is fouled, I believe, by Matt Daly. 4-3. Foul on Daly is second. That's the 4th on the team. The Minutemen will control from the left sideline, or actually from the baseline in the forecourt here. Powell, Nemeth, Spacek, Loomis, and Sure Thing in there right now for the Mill River Minutemen. 10-point Middlebury lead, 37-27. Pass comes into Loomis, left sideline. Loomis to the left baseline, spins. His shot is up, no good. Loomis the rebound, back up, no good. Loomis again, back up, no good. Rebound, fought for it. It comes out to Brent Smith of Middlebury. Smith, Jensen, Turner, Stillings, and Daly in there right now for the Middlebury Tigers. 31 seconds left, third quarter. Tigers up by 10. Smith with it left wing. Picked up by Spacek. Out to Daly at the free throw line. He fires and hits. That's Daly, 6'2" sophomore, 39-27. Middlebury back up by 12 now. 18 seconds left, third quarter. With the basketball, Powell. Down low to Nemeth, back to Powell, right side of the lane. Powell to the right baseline. His jumper around the rim, no good. Rebound, Jensen. Jensen ahead now, too far for Stillings. It goes out of bounds. The Minutemen will have it in the backcourt with 4 seconds left, third quarter. Loomis will put the ball into play. Gets it into Powell in the backcourt. 3 seconds left. Powell up to midcourt. Into the forecourt and gets the shot away. Off the glass, no good, but it would not have counted. It was too late. That's the end of the third quarter here in the consolation game. After 3, our score, Middlebury 39, Mill River 27. We'll be back after
game here a couple of minutes ago before the third quarter ended. But then he got away from what they were doing good. They were getting the offensive rebounds. They were getting some penetration. They were getting the ball inside a little bit. And it really hurt. On the other end of the floor where Middlebury came right by and got the good penetration and built the lead back up to 12 points.
Sims leads all scores. Middlebury's P.J. Sims, he's got 12 points. And Jeremy Nemeth's got 8 points to lead Mill River. Middlebury's possession here, beginning of the fourth quarter. Jensen with it. On the right to Turner, right side of the lane. Short jumper off the glass, no good. Daly, the rebound shot is blocked. Great play there by Powell. Hahn with it now. Richards also has checked in. Now it goes back to Powell. To Peterson, lays it up, no good. We're going to whistle on a foul against Middlebury. Joe Peterson checked back in, so did Jeff Hahn at the end of the quarter. The foul is on Brent Smith of Middlebury. That's his second. The 5th on the team here. Now P.J. Sims checks in, and Stillings checks out for Middlebury. Joe Peterson was in the act of shooting. He'll be at the line here for 2 shots. The shot by Joe is no good. He'll get another. Seth Richards checked in, and so did Joe Peterson and Jeff Hahn at the end of the quarter. For the Mill River Minutemen, second shot by Peterson is good. 39-28, Middlebury by 11. 7:38 left here in the ball game. Jensen slowly into the forecourt, picked up by Hahn. Left sideline goes to Sims. Sims against Basic. Has it near the left sideline. To the left baseline, almost knocked Smith's head off, but Smith gathered it in, wanted to go to Turner. Turner lost it out of bounds, but it's off Jeff Hahn. So Middlebury will control from the baseline. Seth Jensen getting set to put the ball into play from the baseline for Middlebury. Gets it into Smith, right sideline. On the bounce back to Jensen. On the left now to Sims, up for three. On the air ball, it comes down to Powell. Got Powell for the Minutemen into the forecourt now. Now to Hahn. On to the right sideline to Spacek. Underneath, he goes to Richards, lays it up. No good, but we're going to foul it against Middlebury.
You know, Mill Rivers missed quite a few bunnies here in this ball game tonight.
Fouls on Daly is third. That's the sixth on the team. The shooting foul. Seth Richards will be at the line for two. And from here on in, the Minutemen will be going to the line here. Minutemen only have 3 team fouls. First shot by Richards is no good. He'll get another. As Josh Shurthing checks in for the Minutemen. Checking out is Stephen Spacek. 39-28. Middlebury with the 11-point lead. 7:07 left in the ball game. Second shot by Richards is good. 39-29. Middlebury by 10. Hahn picks up Jensen. Jensen drops it into the forecourt. Stops the dribble. Up top, he wanted to go to Turner. Knocked away by Peterson. Picked off by Hahn. Starts the break. Hahn to the bucket. Lays it up and in.
I think that's the first transition basket they've had tonight, Jack. As you know, both these teams have been playing half-court basketball all night.
39-31. Middlebury's latest is shaved to 8. Underneath it comes to Turner. Too far underneath the bucket. Laid it up. No good. And as a matter of fact, he stepped on the baseline. So the Minutemen can cut the lead to 6 here. Sure thing on Powell, Richards, and Peterson in there right now for Mill Rivers. Into the forecourt, dribbles to the right wing and stops out to Powell, right side of the circle. Now to Shurthing, left wing. Josh Shurthing sends it to Peterson in the key. On the right wing, it goes to Powell. Powell dribbles once, looks around, still looking. Back out to Hahn between the right sideline and the middle. Now to Peterson, right baseline. Drives, double team. On the bounce, he wanted to go to Shurthing. And we got a 3-second violation against the Mill River Minutemen. Big turnover there as Brent Smith is out, and Steve Stillings checks in for Middlebury. Middlebury has the 8-point lead, 39-31. Unofficially, Middlebury's led by as many as 16 here in the second half. 6:05 left in the game. Right sideline, Stillings with it. Stillings dribbles toward the middle. Now to the free throw line to Daly on the left wing to Jensen. Jensen out of the free throw line to Sims. Dribbles to the left side of the lane. Back on the right wing to Daly. Down low to Turner. Turner fell down, but get it back out to Sims at the free throw line. Into the lane. Running left-hander. No good. Sims struggling for the rebound. Scramble for the basketball. Jump ball situation. Tied up by Joe Peterson. It'll be Mill River's possession.
Mill River. Good defense by Mill River. Good helping defense.
Well, the Minutemen could cut the lead to 6 here. 39-31. Middlebury by 8. Low scoring ball game. 5:38 left in the consolation game here. We'll have MSJ and Rutland to follow in the title game. Sure thing. Wanted to go down low. The ball knocked away, but it's off Middlebury. Sure thing wanted to go to Richards. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Daly. Couldn't save it. Hahn will put the ball into play for the baseline for the Minutemen. Jeff Hahn looking around to the left sideline to Powell now. Powell controlling off the dribble. Stops the dribble as he's chased by Stillings near the left sideline. Moves it down low for Peterson into the lane. Back out now to Hahn, left wing. Dribbles to the key. On the bounce right side to Shurthing. 12-footer bang. 39-33. Middlebury's lead has been sliced to 6.
As I mentioned, you should try to get that ball to Shurthing. He can shoot the basketball, Jack.
Into the forecourt, Jensen now. 5:03 left in the ball game. Jensen goes to Sims, left baseline. Picked up by Richards. We're going to foul on Seth Richards. That's his first, but that's only the 4th team foul on the Minutemen. They have a few to waste here.
Okay. Good foul in that situation.
4:59 remaining here, and we got a timeout. 4:59 left in the game, 39-33. It's a 6-point Middlebury lead. That's Jay Wilson's timeout for the Minutemen. We'll be back after this 30-second. It'll be Middlebury's possession for the baseline as Jensen gets set to put the ball into play. Jensen looks around, gets it in left sideline to Stillings. Stillings cross court to Sims, right baseline. Dribbles once, back out to Jensen. On the left to Stillings, up for three. No good. Rebound. Sims, up and good. P.J. Sims with another offensive rebound for a bucket. Big one there, 41-33, an 8-point Middlebury lead. Sure thing with it. On the bounce to Richards, left baseline for the Minutemen. Richards on the bounce now to Hahn. We're the left sideline of the middle, back on the bounce to the left wing to Sure Thing. Sure Thing dribbles into the lane. His short jumper, no good. We got a foul against Middlebury. It might be on Sims. If it is, it's his fourth. And Middlebury already over the limit. Sims with 4 personal fouls here. And Josh Sure Thing will be at the line for 2. He was in the act of shooting.
These are 2 big foul shots here by Josh Sure Thing. A chance for 2 foul shots is safe.
The shot by Sure Thing is no good off the back of the rim. He'll get another. 41-33, Middlebury by 8 with 4:29 remaining here in the ball game, the consolation game of the holiday tournament at the Keep Gym. MSJ and Rutland will meet in the title game. Second shot by Sure Thing is good. Josh gets 1 out of 2. 41-34. It's a 7-point Middlebury lead. Only up court comes Jensen, picked up by Hahn. Man-to-man pressure. And he wanted to go to Sims, knocked out of bounds by Sure Thing. Good defensive play by Josh Sure Thing. Middlebury will control from the left sideline near the corner, P.J. Sims. Sims looks around, gets it out to Daly way out front. He's back out front now. It goes to Jensen to the left sideline to Sims. Sims down low to Turner. Turner lays it up. No good. Rebound tap back out to Jensen. On the right, he goes to Stillings. Back to Jensen. 4:07 left in the game. Middlebury leads it by 7, 41-34. Down low, Sims goes to Turner. Back to Sims. Back to Turner. Down low, and we got a foul against Mill River's Joe Peterson. I believe that's 4 on Joe Peterson. It is. So Peterson's got 4 for the Minutemen, 4 for P.J. Sims of Middlebury.
2 team members on both teams.
15 foul on the Minutemen. Middlebury will control from the baseline. Seth Jensen getting set. Puts the ball into play to Stillings, right sideline. Back out to Jensen in the key. On the left now to Sims. Dribbles to the left baseline. Sends it back out to Jensen. It was deflected, but Jensen ran it down at the sideline. Dribbles to the middle and stopped. To the right sideline to Steve Stillings now. Back out to Jensen halfway between the circles. Back to Stillings, right sideline. Stillings picked up by Sure Thing. To the right baseline he goes. And we got a whistle, and I believe he might have stepped on the baseline.
Turnover.
Stillings, I believe, stepped to the baseline, so Mill River controls here in the backcourt with Jeff Hahn. He dribbles into the forecourt down the middle. 3:30 left in the ball game. The Minutemen trail by 7. Sure Thing with it left sideline. Down low to Richards. Turns, fires, and hits.
They looked inside and they paid off at 2 points with 3:20 to go.
41-36, a 5-point Middlebury lead now. 3:15 left in the game. Jensen for Middlebury. Stops the dribble halfway between the circles. On the right to Stillings. Picked off by Powell. Powell into the forecourt. Stops midcourt circle. Goes to Sure Thing. Left side of the lane. 15-footer, no good. Rebound. Richards back up. No good. We're going to foul against Chris Turner of Middlebury.
Good second effort by Richards there to keep the ball alive and get to the foul line. 5-point ball game with 3 minutes to go, Jack. This game is up for grabs, certainly.
The foul on Turner is his second. And we have a timeout on the floor here. Mill River coaching staff wants the bucket to kind of, it didn't go in, but they felt that the Middlebury players had hit the netting. But they're not going to allow it. 41-36, with Middlebury with a 5-point lead here. With 3 minutes left in the ball game, we'll keep it right here.
Well, you know, Mill River started to intensify their play at both ends of the floor. They started looking inside. They gave Josh Pearson a couple of open shots there. He took advantage of it and got him back in the ball again. So, you know, you got to give credit to the Mill River kids coming back because they were down, like 16 at one time in this game. So, they just played outstanding basketball here the second half.
As the fans anticipate Game 2, MSJ and Rutland, the title game. More fans are in here now to keep Jim. 14 points for P.J. Sims to lead Middlebury. And Josh Sure Thing has 10 points to lead the Minutemen. And at the line, Seth Richards got the big bucket just a few moments ago. A combination jump shot, combination layup a few moments ago. He's at the line for 2.
This is an aggressive kid. He's very aggressive in there. He's going to be a good player, you know, with a little bit of experience here. Get his confidence, particularly right now at the foul line. These balls are very crucial right now.
Seth Richards at the line for two for the Minutemen. Seth Richards, along with Peterson, Powell, Sure Thing, and Hahn. First shot is no good off the rim. Powell, Jeff Hahn, Josh Sure Thing, Joe Peterson, and Seth Richards. The alignment once again for the Minutemen. The shot by Richards is good. Gets 1 out of 2. 41-37, Middlebury by 4. Seth Jensen, Matt Daly, Steve Stillings, Chris Turner, and P.J. Sims for Middlebury. Jensen into the forward court. Full court pressure as he broke it to Stillings. As the Minutemen are all over the place. The ball tapped away, picked off by Peterson. It was Richards who tapped it away. Sure Thing with it now. Sure Thing out to Hahn to the left baseline. Goes underneath the bucket, tries to reverse layup. It's over the bucket, no good, but we're going to foul against Middlebury.
You know, you got to hand it to young Hahn. He drove for the basket. Really, there was nothing there, but he made something happen. He's getting to the foul line.
Foul is on Turner. That's his third. Jeff Hahn will be at the line for 2 shots. He was in the active shooting. Looks and fires. He's got it. We've got another. 41-38. Middlebury leads it by 3. 2:37 left here in the ball game. Middlebury's led unofficially by as many as 16 here in the second half. Shot by Hahn. Around the rim and in. 2 free throws for Jeff Hahn. 41-39. Middlebury with a 2-point lead as the Minutemen have climbed almost all the way back.
Surprised I'm going to time out called by Middlebury here.
1-3-1 zone pressure by the Minutemen. Broken by Jensen in the forecourt. Goes to Stillings to Turner. Back out to Jensen on the left to Sims now. Back to Turner. Now to Stillings. They spread it out a bit. To Jensen. Back to Stillings right sideline. 1-3-1 by the Minutemen. To Jensen. Wanted to go to Sims. By him out of bounds. And the Minutemen could tie on this exchange.
I'm glad you mentioned the 1-3-1, Jack, because that's what brought Mill River back in the ball game with a chaser up front.
The Minutemen are on a 12-2 run here, and they can tie it up on this exchange. Middlebury 41, the Minutemen 39. 2:08 left in the game. Down low, Peterson. Turnaround, no good. Rebound controlled by Stillings, and he hands it off to Jensen. Less than 2 minutes left in the ball game. A 2-point Middlebury lead. Stillings into the forecourt, double teamed off the zone. Now to Jensen. Jensen intended for Turner, knocked out of bounds by Sure Thing. And Middlebury will control for the baseline near the corner with 1:51 left in the game. Jensen gets set to put the ball into play, gets it into Stillings right sideline, dribbles right to left, stops, almost had it stolen away, got it to Jensen to Sims left sideline, back to Jensen. He'll have to chase it down to the backcourt. It goes out of bounds. It would have either been a backcourt violation anyway or out of bounds. It went out of bounds, and Mill River wants a timeout. We got a timeout on the floor. 41-39, Middlebury by 2. 1:42 left in the game. We'll be back.
I think with the open shot, because I think he's our best shooter.
Minutemen will have the basketball. Josh Sure Thing, along with Scott Powell, Jeff Hahn, Joe Peterson, and Seth Richards. With it is Sure Thing left sideline. Down low to Richards. Turnaround is no good. Rebound fought for. Then it comes down to Turner. Ahead to Jensen. Jensen in the forecourt for the Tigers. Tigers have a 2-point lead. 1:28 left in the game. Jensen left sideline to Sims now. Minutemen are in the zone as they're chasing the basketball. Back to Jensen to Sims left sideline. Sims is fouled by Jeff Hahn, but the Minutemen had a foul to waste. That's their 16th foul. Okay. Middlebury will have the ball at the left sideline of the forecourt. That's 3 fouls. Did they call that on Hahn?
I believe it was on Hahn.
Yeah, there it is, finally up on the board. 3 fouls on Hahn. Play back in. Jensen double team. Both teams going to the line from here on in. With it is Stillings. Back to Jensen. And 12 left in the game. Middlebury by 2. Stillings with it to the right side of the lane. Back out to Jensen. Halfway between the circles. Left sideline. It goes to P.J. Sims. Picked up by Hahn and Richards. And it was almost picked off by Powell as he goes back to Jensen. Back to Sims. Cross court to Stillings. 57 seconds left in the game. Stillings out to Jensen. Top of the circle. Back to Stillings. Right sideline. Middlebury flooding it out. Back out to Jensen it goes. It was almost picked off by Sure Thing. Jensen dribbles to the key. Left sideline to Sims. Cross court to Stillings. 42 seconds left. Back out front to Jensen. Back to Stillings. Right sideline. Back to Jensen. Halfway between the circles. And he is fouled. And it's an intentional foul. They're going to call that. Intentional 2-shot foul. They're going to call that on on Scott Powell with 37 seconds left here in the ball game. And Middlebury not only gets the 2 shots, they'll have the basketball.
I think they ran down they ran the clock down too much, Mill River did, in trying to get that foul, because they should have fouled them a little bit sooner. It's still a 2-point game.
Seth Jensen will be at the line for 2 shots, and Middlebury will get the basketball. Everybody's cleared the lane here. The shot by Jensen, no good. He'll get another. 37 seconds left in the ball game. It's 41-39.
And what hurts here is to get the ball out of bounds.
Middlebury has that 2-point lead. Shot by Jensen. He is no good. He missed the both. Middlebury gets the basketball. Would have worked nicely if it was a 1-on-1.
That's right, exactly.
Jay Wilson wants a timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this 30-second break.
Well, 37 seconds. Pressure defense right now is very, very important, certainly for Mill River.
Sims puts the ball into play to Stillings out near midcourt. And men are in that zone. Basic is in. They went to Jensen, back to Stillings. Almost stepped on the line at midcourt. Back to Sims now. Left corner. Back out now to Stillings. Back to Sims, left sideline. Cross court. Wanted to go to Jensen. Picked off by Basic. Basic on the bounce now to Sure Thing. 18 seconds left. Middlebury by 2. Sure Thing. 12-footer. No good. Rebound goes to Turner of Middlebury to Jensen. Jensen dribbles up 10 seconds left, and he's fouled in the backcourt with 8 seconds left in the half, or in the ball game here.
Certainly the turnover almost cashed in for Mill River, and, you know.
The foul is on Josh Sure Thing, who missed that short jumper that would have tied the game.
Exactly.
Jensen will be at the line for a 1-and-1 with 8 seconds left in the game. Middlebury with a 2-point lead at 41-39. It was just a few moments ago that Jensen missed both free throws on the intentional foul. Now Mill River wants the timeout. Timeout on the floor. Middlebury by 2. 8 seconds left in the game. We'll be back after this 30-second break. Back in 8 seconds left in the game. Middlebury leads at 41-39.
Still plenty of time. Not plenty of time. There's certainly time on a missed foul shot for Mill River.
Missed foul shot. The Minutemen got to get into the forecourt. They're out of timeouts.
Right, because they don't have any timeouts left.
Jeff Hahn, Josh Sure Thing, Stephen Spacek, Joe Peterson, and Seth Richards. The alignment now for the Minutemen. Chris Turner, P.J. Sims, Matt Daly, Steve Stillings, and Seth Jensen. The alignment for Middlebury. Seth Jensen, the man at the line for the Tigers for a 1-and-1. And the shot by Jensen is no good. Rebound to Peterson. So the Minutemen have a chance here. The Hahn, 5 seconds left. Down to Spacek. Spacek, right baseline. A shot no good. Peterson up. No good. It was blocked at the buzzer. And are they getting no foul? No foul call. The Minutemen looking at the officials. And that's the ball game. Middlebury has won it. Peterson's shot was blocked at the buzzer.
I think that Jay Wilson thought there was a foul there, Jack. It certainly was questionable. It certainly looked like there was body contact, but, you know. Certainly.
So Middlebury has won it 41-39. Middlebury getting 3rd place here in the holiday tournament. As the Minutemen had a heck of a comeback, a couple of opportunities to tie it. Jensen was at the line for a 1-and-1 with 8 seconds left. And he missed the shot. Minutemen got into the forecourt quickly, and it was Spacek who took the initial shot from the right baseline. It was an air ball. It was blocked down to Peterson. His shot blocked at the buzzer, and Middlebury wins it by a score of 41-39. We'll be back to wrap it up here after this timeout.
Everyone is green.
As the Middlebury Tigers had defeated the Mill River Minutemen in the consolation game 41-39. The Minutemen had opportunities to tie it down the stretch, but couldn't do it. And Joe Peterson, after the air ball by Spacek, which was blocked, Peterson had an opportunity. Shot blocked at the buzzer. People stood around thinking there might have been a foul call, but no foul, and that was the ball game. And Middlebury wins it and gets 3rd place here in the tournament. Middlebury now 3-2 on the year. The Minutemen fall to 2-2 on the year. I know the Hahn family disappointed with the loss, but we're on the Hahn home video here, which is great. And if we fall off this seat, you could send it into America's Funniest Videos. I might stage that. You get 1,000. I'll split the $1,000 with you, Bill.
There you go. There you go.
We're going to run by the scoring here.
Let's get the scoring done.
Steve Johnson, again, helping us out with the scoring statistics. First of all, for Middlebury, Steve Stillings had 4 field goals, 8 points. Seth Jensen, 2 field goals for 4 points. Chris Turner had 4 field goals, 8 points. Matt Daly, 4 field goals, a free throw, 9 points. And P.J. Sims had 6 field goals, 2 free throws, 14 points. Sims, the leading scorer for Middlebury, he led all scorers. For the Mill River Minuteman, Jeff Hahn had 2 field goals, 2 free throws, 5 points. As one of the field goals was a 3-pointer. I believe that might be 7. 7 points for Jeff Hahn. Stephen Spacek had 1 field goal, 2 points. Joe Peterson, a free throw, 1 point. Josh Scherthing had 4 field goals, 2 free throws, 10 points. And DJ Loomis had 1 field goal, 2 free throws, 4 points. Jeremy Nemeth, 4 field goals, 8 points, all coming in the first half. Scott Powell had 2 field goals, 4 points. Seth Richards, a field goal, and 3 free throws for 5 points. So Josh Scherthing led the Minutemen in scoring with 10 points. And again, P.J. Sims led Middlebury in all scores with 14 points. Middlebury winning it by a score of 41-39 in the consolation game for 3rd place. MSG and Rutland will meet in the title game. We'll be back to put a final wrapping here on Game 1 and just the playoffs. All right.
And the pass goes to throw by Mill River, and the ball is kicked off the little point guard. Hahn across the 10 line on the right side, in the corner to Spacek. Spacek top of the key. They reverse it to Hahn. He's looking inside. Good tough man by the Tourney Blue Devils here to start with. Left side again, Hahn. Shut off. Gets it across the court to Loomis. Loomis gives it up back to Hahn. Good tough man here. Loomis on top of the key, reverses it to Spacek. Inside, shot short. Rebound Loomis. He's trapped on the side, up and in. First hoop of the game. Loomis, and at the 7:15 mark, the Devils are down by 2-0. Long pass, Catman down to Ainsworth, drives the baseline, kicks it off the Saltus. He can't handle it. Is out of bounds off of Mill River. Tourney will put it in on the left side of their hoop. Ainsworth triggers into Saltus. Little pop from the side, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Scherthing. Hahn up the left.